So today we're going to talk about another comment I got from my last video. So in that comment, I can't remember the person's name. I'm not even interested in that. The person was talking about Mohammed was younger than his first wife, and then continued by saying that men and women are not equal. You that left that comment, let me remind you again. Men and women are equal, whether you agree with that or not. Men and women are equal. Because a lot of times when people make these arguments, they always back them up with religion. And over the years, I've seen how religion is being used to control people, what they do, their thoughts, and all that. And I backed away from religion. I don't have any problem with anybody practicing any religion. Like, it's not my business. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not interested in religion anymore. So this whole talk about men are superior to women and whatever, and then when you ask them, you say, oh, in this religious book, this is what they said and whatever. There are so many religions in the world, and it's not everybody that believe your religion. And with how religion has been used to control people, people don't believe that's BS anymore. People don't believe that men and women are equal. I've said it before, my husband treats me as his equal, but this person is trying to tell me that no, he's not actually treating you as his equal. You're just playing gender roles or whatever. But I'm going to say it again. Men and women are equal. No matter if all the men in the world don't want to agree. At least from this last election, we can see that there are lots of men that think that they are superior to women. And you know why they think that way? Because they want control. Because they want control. And nobody has time to massaging your ego. And now there are women that are saying they don't want to date anymore. If that's the mindset that so many men out there have. There are women that say they don't want to date anymore. So what are you going to do about that? You can't control anybody unless they allow you to control them. Unless they allow you to control them. So my question is, if you feel you're superior to a woman, why do you want to be with her? Okay, just because you want to control her. Okay, I see. Well, she would not want to be with you. Because I've said it so many times on this channel that ladies focus on how he treats you. It's not about the gifts that he gives you. It's not about what he said. How about what he does? Does he treat you like you have agency? Does he treat you like your opinion matters? Does he treat you like you have a say in your relationship? Those are things you should think about. Think about that when you think of him and what you love about him. And also, yes, we know that there are guys that will pretend that, oh, this is who I am. And then once you get into a relationship, or maybe you pretend for as long as until you get married, and then you now start saying things. When you start saying it, you can leave it. Yeah. I'm not someone that says, oh, people should get divorced or what, or relationships should separate or whatever. But if he's been lying about who he is, and then you discovered you have you don't need my permission anyway, but you have the right to leave him. I know that divorce is hard, divorce is annoying, divorce is scary, whatever. I've heard stories, but you can leave him, because somebody that wants to control you, that's how it starts. Before you know, it gets very, very bad. It can get very, very bad. There are some guys that will meet you, you're already working, you're taking care of yourself and everything. Before you know, they start telling you, oh, don't work, I can do everything. And then you now stop working, and then you now start saying things. You start saying things of which nobody should come and tell you that you should stop working. Like, why? Even if you're married and you want to stop working, it's not your husband that will tell you stop working. You're the one that will say, babe, I'm considering this, or I'm thinking of maybe I'll stop working for a while, maybe you have a baby or something, and you just feel like it's best for the kids. It's always best if you are around to take care of the kid and that kind and stuff like that. You're the one that will come up with that decision because you have agency. And even if your husband is suggesting it, it's not like, babe, stop working. Like, have you considered this, or is there another option or something? Like you find other means, you find ways to make it work, but not somebody just coming to tell you that I'm the man and I say you have to stop working, and then you just jump and you stop working. Don't let anybody bring that bullshit of men and women are not equal. Men and women are equal. Yes, men are different, women are different, but still, we're equal as human beings. We're equal as people in society. We're equal. And the earlier you get used to this, the better your relationship will be, because then you treat your partner like a person instead of fighting over who is superior. You see relationships that work where they're happy, where they've stayed together for a long time, and you're wondering like how come there's still this spark, there's still this connection. It's because they see each other as equals. The man sees his wife as his equal, his wife sees him as her equal, and he doesn't treat her less than. It's because they see each other as equals. But a relationship where the man is trying to oppress the woman, oh, I can't do this, oh, it's a woman's job to do this, oh, stay here, oh, do this, oh, do that. That's when you be fighting all over the place, arguing over stupid things, getting jealous over stupid things. And then one person eventually cheating on the other person because you're not paying attention or because you're not treating your partner right. And I'm not saying that cheating is the way to go, but there's always something that leads to something. So so guys, if your whole manliness is threatened by a woman being your equal, then you have no business being with her. No matter what you call yourself, I don't know how you rate yourself in society or whatever. If you think that a woman being your equal threatens your masculinity or your manliness, whatever word you want to put there, then you have no business being with a woman. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's not saying that, oh, come into my life and do me a favor. If you think you're doing her a favor, you're not doing her a favor. If you want to be with somebody, you benefit from each other. Nobody is giving the ultimate to the other person. So don't ever think for once that, oh, look at her, nobody wants to marry her, I'm doing her a favor marrying her. If you ask her to marry, she can say no. She has the right to say no. And then how do you deal with that? Some women will say no and prefer to be single than to be with somebody that wants to oppress them, that somebody that wants to make them feel small, someone that wants to belittle them at any given chance. They'll stay single instead of being with that kind of person. So don't ever think that you are doing her a favor marrying her. If she says yes, it's because she likes you and she wants to be with you. It's not because she doesn't have agency to know if you're good or not good for her. Yes, there's always an exception. Maybe someone that is traumatized or whatever, they might not know who is good for them because of past experiences. But somebody that knows exactly what they're doing and they know what they're looking for, she can say no. If she feels like you guys will not have a good relationship together, and based on how you treat her and whatever, and she feels like no, this is not somebody that she wants to spend the rest of her life with, she can say no. So don't ever think that you're doing her a favor and then you come into her life and then you want to start controlling her and all that nonsense. If you're looking for talk about who is superior and all that stuff, on this channel you will not get it. If you like, preach all your religious stuff and tell me why you believe that men are superior to women and all that. If you want to preach that, you can preach that, but it's not for me. There are so many channels on YouTube that talk about men being superior to women, and there are lots of guys that go there to pull their weight and to feed their ego, and they get their nyash fanned and and all that ego massaging stuff. But here, I'm not fanning anybody's nyash. I'm not going to kiss up to you because you think you're superior to me. If you think you're superior to me, that's what you're thinking. But there's no man that is superior to me. Men and women are equal in this world, in this life, in this society. I know that there are women that have been oppressed in countries and it's not supposed to be. So that's why we're still fighting for women's rights. So any guy that comes and tell me that men and women are not equal, please just keep it, or you take it to those red people, the red guys. I don't know what is acceptable on YouTube anymore, but you know the content I'm talking about. You go there and they would massage your ego and tell you how you're superior to women, but in the real world, it doesn't work like that. Some people live on social media and they have this fantasy world where they believe that they are superior to women, and they go to those contents and they consume those contents and they tell them how they're doing a woman a favor being in her life, and how a man should never do house chores, a man should never cook for his wife, a man should never do anything. Go there and listen to those comments. Go there and listen to that kind of content. But ask those guys if, excuse me, if they found a successful, happy relationship with a woman with that mindset. Go and ask them. You treat her as your equal, you have a happy relationship with her. But if you cannot do that, you have no business dating her. Stop looking for something that you say is not up to you. Find what is up to you and let's see how far that goes. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this. And lastly, men and women are equal. Get used to it. Take care. My name is Brie. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.